Hi, this is Noora from Battle Beast, and
hi, this is Torso. What's up from Fleece Eyes?
And you're watching Antihero magazine.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
This is your first stint in the United States. How's it been going so far?
Well, this might sound very cheesy, but it's been amazing. It kind of felt more like a vacation than working, because living with Leaves Eyes in the same bus has been surprisingly amazing, and no big fights or anything like that, and Sabaton guys and the crew has been amazing, and the reception from the audience has been more than expected. People have been like, I have never heard of you before, but you're so great, and I have now all your albums, and it's so great to hear that and see that people get so excited about our music and our performance, and I just can't wait to get back here.
And with you, this is the 6th time you've been in the United States. Is it something kind of like a fine wine, it gets better each time that you come?
I think the good thing is this is the 6th time, so we can really see this as a kind of gift. The first US tour we played, we were protected by the police to leave the country because the booking guy tried to press out more money of us and threatened us. So the police helped us and took us out, and now this time is like something totally different. Like Noora said, it's actually like a gift, because Sabaton and their crews are amazing. Battle Beast are great. We have a super good low ego thingy. Usually there's always obviously one tour asshole, usually. Sorry for the rude words, but
oh, you're fine.
In this kind it's a really nice, nobody, it's just fun. Yeah, it's like partially a vacation. I mean, this night we had no air condition, would have been also a moment maybe to get upset or whatever, but like with the good atmosphere we had now, like for all these 5 weeks, it has been no problem. Standing outside in the shorts till 4 in the morning and then snuggled into bed sweating. Yeah. So,
but it's I think it's not obvious that every tour with every band is like this, because I've heard so many stories, and also we've had some tours ourselves with some bands that it hasn't been so good, that there is some egos in the same bus, and some people have very strange ways of thinking about things, and when the chemistry is not working, then it's a trouble, because you know it's all about relationships in this industry, and if you don't get along, it's gonna be terrible. But so I'm really happy that this has been going so well this time.
Yeah, and I think it's also a very interesting package, because all bands do a little bit different thing. Like we are not like two Sabaton copies. Battle Beast has its own way, of course, with Noora's voice is amazing. We do a little bit our own thing, but it's still the people can relate to it. And actually I enjoy to watch Battle Beast, and I'm happy when they have a good show. Makes me happy too, and the same for Sabaton. So
as well. And it's, I think the common thing of all these 3 bands is that we all are here to make people entertained and have a good party, and that is the common thing, and the atmosphere doesn't change too drastically between the different bands, so that is the most important thing, I think.
Yeah, totally agree.
As 2 foreign bands, how important is it to kind of like have Sabaton as like the headliner, and then bring this new fan base out to you guys that you might not have been able to acquire?
On behalf of Battle Beast, it's super important, because they have already done their groundwork here in the States, and we're just super grateful for Sabaton taking us on board, so we could get this possibility to introduce our music to their fans, and like in Europe we have noticed that usually the people who have liked Sabaton, they like our music too, and I think it's because of the live show aspect, because we also put a lot of effort on the live show, and we think as ourselves that we are in our best when we are doing the live show. And of course in the album you always try to do your best, but I think in the end it always gets better when you get to do it live to the audience and develop the songs even further from the album versions.
Yeah. It's I totally agree what Noora said. For us, we've been several times here. Also a bigger tour with Blind Guardian, been here with Moonspell, with Camelot. But like I said, it's really a gift because Sabaton has done their work so far, and so we benefit from that. We also had two solo shows, Battle Beast and Lives Eyes Together, which were also great, but of course the number of people were a bit smaller. So yeah, it's perfect. We also have the opportunity to sell a lot of merchandise, which is also important to finance this. And yeah, it's just amazing actually. I mean, there are so many sold out shows we had. This is also like a kind of gift, and yeah, we can really
just
treasure
happy to
it.
be here.
Yeah.
And the tour's winding down. There's, I think, one date left. Are you guys going to be playing any major European festivals coming up?
Well, we have like 25 different shows, like festivals coming up this summer, so it's like it's really busy. For example, Grass Pop on Summer Breeze, Levendas del Rock in Spain, Bloodstock in UK. And several many festivals, so it's gonna be really awesome summer this time. Last summer it was more quiet, but that was because we had to do the new album, so it's always nice to be doing shows, but we also have to concentrate on doing our music when it's time for that. So
yeah, for us it's a bit different. We are in the middle of our album production. We have already 10-11 songs as demos recorded, and now obviously with symphonic bands it's always a hard work. Like the last album we had was recorded in 7 different countries. We had the choirs from Lord of the Rings, the London Voices, we had the orchestra from Belarus, we have a lot of native instruments. So it will be a lot of work. That's why we only have 2 festivals, and one is pretty cool, is in a castle in our hometown in Ludwigsburg, where also Sabaton is joining. Another one is also very special because it's in an old Viking center in the Baltic Sea, so that will be also great, especially for Alex, because he's taking part in the reenactment groups like the Jomsborg Vikings. So for us it's more like, when you have fun outside, we will stay in the studio and work on all recording shit.
good luck with that.
It will be, maybe next year it will be different. Next year we will do a lot of festivals too.
Next year we will be in the studio doing our new album.
So that would you answer my question there. When it comes to the new music coming out, you guys are currently working, and then next year you guys are going to the studio.
Yep. So it's we always try to keep this 2-year pace in doing our albums. It has, since the first album, it's been like this. Like every 2 years we will release an album, and if everything goes by the plan, it'll happen to 2019 that we release the new one.
Yeah. Our album will be finished in September and will be out in January 2018. It's already fixed. And so we have to work.
This is kind of directed more at you, since you guys focus more on the symphonic metal aspects and all of that. The amount of production that goes into the music.
Yeah.
Can you kind of like fill me in a little bit about that? Because that's something that American fans really don't have any idea of.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, and even when you have like so many different sound sources, it's getting even harder for my bandmate Alex to mix everything to make it sound. Like I said, like with King of Kings, we had 7 different countries with the orchestra and a lot of native instruments, old Nordic instruments like nyckelharpa, Ilian pipes, and this and that. And then for me, it's more like I'm guitarist, but I also have to think like, how does this all fit together? At one point you think sometimes it would be easier to just be a rock and roll band, which we are live of course, but on record it's very diverse. sounds, and yeah, but it's also great. I mean, if everything comes together, then in the end, it's like you're listening to a soundtrack, and you get, you work and work and work. You struggle a lot with technique because it's so many sound sources, and at the end you're like blown away. Then that's always the benefit. It's like waiting for a long time for Christmas, and then it's finally there. It's always amazing.
And since you guys are really close on this tour, is there an opportunity to possibly see some collaborations between the bands in the future? Members kind of like jumping over, doing some collaborations?
Well, that's not impossible at all, because we actually are already like got with Elina, the new singer of Leaves, as really close friends on this tour, and kind of already having some kind of dreams about we could do some collaboration together. So I don't think that's impossible at all. And if you need me to leave size sometimes.
No, I just got kicked out of the band, so I will take a Jonas spot. No, just
but really, if you need,
yeah,
I can.
I'm sure we will stay in contact, because it's really an amazing tour with Battle Beast, and we love the guys, the music that you guys do, and really.
And I like your concept also, because I have, look, this is the goddess Freya.
Oh yeah.
I really like, you know, Viking themed things and tattoos especially.
Yeah.
And so I really like the concept of your band. So it's.
Thank you very
really,
much.
And it's really cool when I've watched your show too, that how you take the audience and.
What is actually cool, we have like a similar announcement. It's what we found out when we played.
Hey,
are there any warriors?
They're stealing our speeches, man.
It's funny. So we're basically anywhere on the same track. Do we have any Vikings? Do we have any warriors?
Yeah, but that's because of our Bastard Son of Odin song. Yeah. Like Eero was just like our bass player was kind of having always in the European tour already this speech, and we were just laughing about it, that hey, we have the same.
So we have even the same kind of announcement, so it's they're on the same track.
Maybe we have to change it.
Yeah, or for the last show we just do all the same announcements. Yeah. Till the fans say, this reminds me, I heard this word already.
And the last thing that I'm going to say and ask you guys, if you guys want to give a quick plug to the albums where people can find it, go for it.
Well, you can find our album from our web store, battlebeast.fi/merch, and also just find us by internet with the name Battle Beast. You will find anything you need.
Yeah, same for Believe Ice. The album should be out everywhere in America. Yeah, I'm sure you will find it.
Yeah, iTunes, Spotify.
Exactly. No problem.
You know the three.
All right, anything else you guys want to add that I didn't touch on?
Well, keep on listening on heavy metal music, and we'll be doing it.
I just had a talk to one of the security guys. He said yesterday was a hip-hop event, 20 securities, and they had a lot to do. Today, same size, same amount of people, 8 securities, wonderful audience. So it's great to be a heavy metal fan, and it has a very positive vibe. Yeah. That's what I like still about the music. So keep on with metal.
Keep on rocking.
Yeah.